Everyone loves a mini American Shepherd until they actually live with one. Yeah, they're smart. Yeah, they're adorable. But under all that fluff is a high-energy, rule-bending, furniture-herding little mastermind that will outsmart you, exhaust you, and somehow make you feel like a trainee. So if you're thinking of getting one, here's what people forget to mention until it's too late. Number 1. Beauty, brains, and a full-time job. It starts innocently enough. You see those gorgeous eyes, that luscious coat, and think, wow, what a beautiful dog. Next thing you know, you're running medal marathons just to keep up with them. But here's the part nobody puts on the adoption flyer. You are not getting just any dog. You're onboarding a full-time employee with endless initiatives. These dogs were bred to work. Herding, managing livestock, problem solving, you name it. And if you don't assign them a daily task, don't worry, they'll freelance. And trust me, their resume includes interior destruction and unauthorized home remodeling. In fact, one owner shared, "My mini Aussie isn't just a dog. He's a furry, four-legged project manager who demands daily meetings and a clear agenda. Or else he'll shred the budget and my couch." No job equals complete chaos. That's the formula. You'll need to line up puzzle toys, training drills, agility courses, and brain games like you're running a doggy internship program. Because without a job to do, a mini American Shepherd will find one, and your living room might not survive their entrepreneurial spirit. Number 2. The Velcro dog phenomenon. Ever try tying your shoes with a dog glued to your side? With a mini American Shepherd, even that's a group activity. These dogs aren't content being near you. They want to merge with you. And no, closing the bathroom door doesn't count as a boundary. It's more like a personal challenge. The mini American Shepherds are called Velcro dogs for a reason. Don't think of this as simply casual cuddling. Rather, it's "I'll follow you to the ends of the earth, or at least to the fridge" kind of devotion. In fact, one American Shepherd owner said, "My mini probably thinks personal spaces is a myth invented by cat owners. I stood up for 2 seconds and she followed me like I was about to announce the meaning of life. I've tripped over her more times than I've tripped over my own feet." But here's the downside. Their love runs deep, and when you leave, they don't just miss you, they malfunction. In other words, separation anxiety can set in fast, often with the side of destruction. Early crate training and solo time are key, because once a mini bonds with you, there's no unsticking them. Number 3. The bark side of the mini. Living with a mini American Shepherd means you'll never experience silence the same way again. But don't think of it as simply just barking. It's more like a one-dog podcast you didn't subscribe to, but now airs 24/7. You know that neighbor 2 doors down unloading groceries? Your mini thinks it's breaking news. What about a squirrel passing through the yard? Well, it might as well be a national emergency. It may not seem like it, but this isn't random noise. Minis are sharp, wired to herd, and hardwired to alert. Barking is part of the job description. They're not trying to annoy you, they just think they're giving TED Talks for dogs. One owner said it perfectly. "At this point, I don't need a doorbell. I have a mini American Shepherd who announces everything for me. I know. I'm trying hard to convince him that leaves don't count as intruders." Here's the deal. Without proper outlets, the barking ramps up fast. The most effective fix is mental stimulation. Structured training, plenty of exercise, and clear boundaries can also dial it down to something more manageable. So if your dream dog is a quiet, mysterious companion, this breed's probably not whispering your name. Number 4. The fine print on that gorgeous coat. At first glance, a mini American Shepherd's coat looks like something out of a shampoo commercial. Flowy, glossy, and effortlessly perfect. However, I hate to break it to you, it's not effortless. Not even close. You see that gorgeous double coat? Yeah, it's a full-time job. Behind the ears, under the legs, around the belly, those spots turn into mat factories if you're not brushing regularly. And we're not talking about minor tangles. Neglect can lead to skin issues that'll have you and your wallet regretting every skipped grooming session. One owner summed it up perfectly saying, I thought I was getting a dog, but it turns out I have adopted a walking, barking, shedding art project that requires constant sculpting. Beyond brushing, there's trimming, checking for debris, and somehow managing the seasonal fur explosions. If you're not into daily upkeep, better start budgeting for a groomer who is. Owning a mini means committing to the code, but hey, think of it as bonding time. Just you, your dog, a brush, and enough fur to knit a second dog. Number 5. A genetic landmine you can't see. When most people think about dog health, they picture the usual suspects. Bad hips, weak eyes, maybe a sensitive stomach. But many American Shepherds carry a hidden wildcard, the MDR1 gene mutation. It's not just a footnote, it can be seriously life-threatening. In fact, this mutation makes them dangerously sensitive to a long list of everyday medications. We're talking parasite treatments, anesthesia, even some over-the-counter stuff that's totally safe for other dogs. Just one wrong dose and your mini could land in the ER, or worse. One owner chimed in saying, "My vet now has a giant flashing neon sign above my dog's file that says, 'Check MDR1. It's less a medical alert and more like a warning siren with confetti.'" So what's the solution? Simple. Testing. Responsible breeders usually screen for it, but if there's any doubt about your dog's background, get them tested. It's quick and the results could save their life. Know it, plan for it, and you'll avoid turning a routine checkup into a medical emergency. Number 6. The herding instinct never clocks out. Owning a mini American Shepherd is kind of like living with a manager you never hired, one who's constantly trying to organize your household like it's a chaotic flock of sheep. They'll attempt to herd anything that moves, your kids, your guests, your other pets, and occasionally your Roomba, which, to be fair, does wander like a confused sheep. In fact, one mini owner shared, "My mini tried to herd the Roomba yesterday. He followed it around for 20 minutes, growling at it. I think he's genuinely convinced it's a rogue sheep that escaped the flock and must be brought to justice, preferably by circling it aggressively and giving it the side eye." Don't mistake this for bad behavior. It's instinct. However, without guidance and proper outlets, it can turn into chaos. Structured activities like herding balls, agility work, or even high-intensity fetch help satisfy that built-in drive. Training early is key. Set clear rules, redirect their energy, and give them something productive to organize. Because if you don't, your toddler's playdate might turn into a backyard sheep trial. Number 7. The selective socialite. Some dogs are social butterflies. The minis? They're more like social bouncers. They don't hand out trust easily, and definitely not at the door. The thing is, many American Shepherds are deeply loyal to their inner circle, but when it comes to strangers, they tend to keep one paw on the suspicious button. They're not being shy or aggressive. They're just taking mental notes and reviewing your guests' credentials like a judgment concierge. One owner said it best, "My mini treats new people like a pop quiz. He stares like he's reading their aura, sniffs like a detective, and then silently decides if they're worthy of being ignored or tolerated." Early socialization is non-negotiable here. Controlled meetups, puppy classes, and treating calm behavior go a long way. Without it, that healthy skepticism can spiral into anxiety and reactivity. However, don't force it. Let them warm up on their own terms. They may never become the dog doing laps at your dinner party, but they will learn to coexist politely while silently judging your guests' socks. Number 8. They can easily outsmart you. You ever catch your dog staring at you like you're the one being trained? With a mini American Shepherd, that's not paranoia. It's the reality. They're watching, learning, calculating, and probably planning a tactical snack extraction. In fact, these dogs don't wait for permission. Instead, they reverse engineer your routines. Did you open the treat jar once at 3 p.m.? Congratulations! You've scheduled a daily snack summit in the afternoon. Did you forget to latch the gate? They'll test it every single time. One mini owner hilariously joked, "My mini figured out how to open the pantry. At this point, I'm not sure if he wants treats or just enjoys the power. World domination feels like the logical next step. Their intelligence is a gift and a trap. You'll need constant mental games, rotating challenges, and Jedi-level consistency, because they're not just fast learners. They're strategic opportunists with excellent memory and zero guilt. Number 9. A ranch dog trapped in a studio apartment. Bringing a mini American Shepherd into a city apartment is kind of like hiring a professional athlete to sit at a desk all day. Sure, they can do it, but good luck explaining why there's no open field attached to your living room. Just because they're compact doesn't mean they're content. These dogs are built to move, think, chase, and work. Without wide spaces and real outlets, your city sidewalk strolls are barely a warm-up. In fact, one owner explained it bluntly, saying, "A mini American Shepherd in the city is less a pet and more a personal trainer who insists on 2-a-day workouts, rain or shine." Living in an urban space with a mini isn't about square footage, it's about dedication. You'll need to swap passive companionship for daily cardio, brain games, and consistent socialization. If not, they'll make their own fun, and the chances of your apartment surviving is slim. They might fit through the door just fine, but their instincts are kicking the walls down by day 3. Hey, if you enjoyed this, then you'll probably love this video here. And if you hit subscribe, I'll donate a meal to a rescue dog on your behalf.